Welcome again to Digital Wandering. And today I just want to show how you can use Google Cache to access web pages on an unsupported browser that doesn't have the ability to connect to that web page naturally. So here I have my iBook G4 from 2004, which I demoed on this channel previously. And this is running macOS Tiger 10.4. And I have the Safari web browser up right now. And I have it pulled up to search results for the French actress Audrey Tautou. I really like using Safari on this system because it's very fast and responsive. The one issue is that it just doesn't have access to the vast majority of web pages online. So what I'll do is just show you what happens when you try to pull up a Wikipedia page here, and it gives me an error message that Safari cannot open the page. I mean, this version of Safari came with macOS 10.4, and macOS 10.4 was released in 2005, and this version of Safari hasn't been supported since 2010, so it's very out of date. But there is a trick that you can use to access certain web pages that are inaccessible by the browser, and you can use Google Cache to do so. So I've already have it set up here. What you just need to do is enter the word cache, and that's CACHE colon followed by the web page address that you want to open up. And so let's just see how that works here. So we're just going to just go to return here, and it opens up the Google Cache copy of the page. And what that is just a snapshot, and it gives you the option of a full version, as it says here, and a text-only version. Now on this system, it doesn't show the images. Sometimes Google Cache will show the images, but on this Wikipedia page results, it doesn't have the images here. So, I mean, full version, you'll have these blank images. Text version, you'll just remove those blank images and it'll just have the text results. So using Google Cache is great for web pages that have a lot of information, textual information. So I imagine this is something you want to use on things like Wikipedia or articles, things that you want to read that are inaccessible normally using this old unsupported browser. Now in this system, you do have an option of a supported browser, that being the browser TenFourFox, which supports PowerPC versions of it has PowerPC versions for macOS 10.4 and also 10.5 Leopard. And this is the one that's accessible for 10.4 that I'm using here for the G4 system. And this is the same Wikipedia page, but this is the full page here, like you would see in any modern web browser with images. And the reason why I use Safari more so than I use TenFourFox, even though TenFourFox gives you modern web browsing, for a lot of pages, it can be fairly slow in loading on these old systems. So it's an excellent web browser, but it's just the limitation of using computers that are 15, 20 years old. So you do have options, but I still like using Safari more so. It's just the thrill of using these old machines. You want to take the to the limit. And using TenFourFox is less fun than using the old version of Safari. I tend to use these computers for fun, not for real work. And it's just because you can get what I call like carefree web browsing experience on a modern machine, more so than you can do on these old PowerPC machines. But they still have a lot of value, these machines, and you can do a lot of things with them. One of the ways to keep them going is like the little method that I showed here using the Google Cache. To access websites that are normally inaccessible. So this is Digital Wandering signing off.